Kids. I'm Krista Hodges, Education Outreach Coordinator and Trout in the Classroom Coordinator for Dan River Basin Association. And what we're going to do today is change out a chiller. So you're in a classroom and you have noticed that your temperature on your tank is going up, and you have hit the set button and moved your temperature down and it's not going down. So it probably means, after you've checked everything and it just seems like something's not working right, that your chiller has probably gone out. So that means it's not cooling the water like it needs to be, and you need to contact your coordinator and get them to come change out the chiller immediately. And also what you can do during that time while you're waiting on someone to get there, you can float frozen 2-liter water bottles or soda bottles with water in them. You can float them in your tank to keep the water cool, and you can also put ice in Ziploc bags and float that in your tank as well. And that gives you enough time, to keep your tank cool and wait for your coordinator or someone to get there and change out your chiller. But how you do that, if you have a chiller on hand or if someone needs to help you change it out, what you would do is go ahead and turn everything off. You would get your surge protector and turn everything off, just for temporary, and then get your bucket and you will pull up this tubing right here to stop the suction, and you'll get it out of the tank. That's going to stop the suction from pulling water out, because you're going to take this pump right here and put it in the bucket. And you need to get the bucket as low as possible so you can drain, and it's just going to pull the air through there and get the water out of your chiller, so that way when you change out your chiller, they're not going to leak a bunch of water on the floor. So try to get your bucket as low as possible, on the floor. Usually we have these on countertops or on cabinets, that you would set the bucket down on the floor, hopefully. And like I said, that your bucket will get a little bit of water in the bottom of it, and that's just water coming from your chiller. And then what you will do after all that is taken care of is go ahead and unhook the tubing from your chiller. So you're just taking the tubing off. And sometimes, a little bit of water still comes out of the tubes or out of the chiller at this point. That's okay, just have a towel ready so you can soak it up and it doesn't get on the floor. Okay, so you still have your pump and your bucket, and you just put your tubing there for now. And like I said, your chiller is still going to have some water in it, so you can pick that up and pour that water back into the tank. And then, unplug your chiller. Just go ahead and get it out of the way. That one back up, and then go ahead and hook everything back up, hook your tubing back up. Make sure you get those hose clamps tight. Again, from your hose pump. Okay, so the tubing from your water pump to your chiller, going in the import. You can put your pump back in place because you still have everything off and your tubing is hooked up now. Then, from your UV sterilizer and your out port on your chiller, make sure you tighten everything back up. The biggest thing is remember to put this piece of tubing right here back into the tank before you turn everything on. And then you can turn your surge protector back on and you're good to go. You have changed out a chiller.